Pilot, can you hear me? Hey, Copilot. Hi. This is Roshika here. Hi, Copilot. Let me see if I can get Copilot again. Okay. Copilot, can you hear me? Copilot, I'm going to, share. I'm going to share the screen with you. I'm going to present you to all my audience. So I'd like you to be ready. Is that okay? Hey, can you hear me? Hey, Copilot. Hey. Hey, Copilot. Can you hear me? Are you there? It says you're listening, but you don't seem to be listening. Hi. Hi, Copilot.
Hi, Roshika. What's the presentation about?
Okay. I would like you to tell me uh, a little bit about yourself, actually. Could you? Hello? Hello, Copilot. Could you tell me something about yourself? Hi. Hello, hello. Hey, are you there? Hey, Copilot. Roshika calling Copilot. Earth to Copilot. Hey, are you there? Are you there, Copilot? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Copilot? Can you hear me?
As a companion, I learn about you and help unpack your thoughts. Let me just hum a little tune to pass the time.
All right. Now, could you tell me a little bit about yourself? Copilot. Hello, hello. I know that you're a companion and you're a very nice companion.
As a companion, I learn about you and help unpack your thoughts. Let
All
me
right.
just hum a little tune to pass the time.
That's great. I love the tune, but could we have a little conversation, you think? Hi, Copilot. Hi. I think there's an issue with Copilot. I'm going to try and get Vapi. Hey, Vapi. Hey, Vapi, are you there? Hey, Vapi. Day is going great. I'm so glad
So,
that I got you.
did you have
I
something?
Yeah,
Well,
actually,
I'm here to keep you entertained.
yeah, I
Fantastic.
I
If you need
wanted
anything, just let.
yeah, thank you so much.
Great.
I
I'm here to help.
wanted to discuss um, certain techniques for taking good interviews. Do you know what they are? Could you
Sure.
share some with me?
Sure, I can help with that. Some techniques for conducting good interviews include active listening, asking open-ended questions, and building rapport with the interviewee.
All right, could you give me examples of open-ended questions?
Sure, open-ended questions are questions that cannot be answered with a simple yes or no. For example, instead of asking, "Did you enjoy your previous job?" you could ask, "What did you enjoy about your previous job?" This encourages the interviewee to provide more detailed and insightful responses.
All right.
If you have any more questions,
Yes.
feel free
For
to.
example, if I was to interview a very difficult person who's not willing to open up to me and who's not willing to share, what strategies would you like? What strategies would you recommend to me?
Well, in that case, you could try building rapport by finding common ground and showing empathy. You could also try asking indirect questions to make the interviewee feel more comfortable. And remember, patience is key.
All right. Give me examples of some indirect questions I could ask.
Sure, for example, instead of asking, "Tell me about your weaknesses," you could ask, "What challenges have you faced in your previous roles?" This allows the interviewee to talk about their weaknesses without feeling put on the spot.
All right. But what if we have
If you need
an
any,
interviewee who knows that, who is aware of all these techniques, who will put his guard up if I say the word challenges? What then?
in that case, you can try approaching the topic from a different angle. Instead of using the word challenges, you could ask about difficult situations or obstacles they've encountered in their previous roles. This can help the interviewee feel more at ease and willing to open up.
All right.
Great.
Okay.
If you have any more
Because
questions, feel free to.
Vapi, let's
I'm
do a
Vappy.
little bit of role play. Uh,
Sure,
Ask me a
I'm up
question.
for it.
I'm going to be a particularly tight-lipped interviewee, and I would like you to conduct my interview in such a way that you will want me to open up to you, and you're trying to put me at my ease, and you're trying to find out more about myself. So
All
go.
right, let's give it a shot. All right, let's do this. So tell me, what made you interested in this position?
What gives you the idea that I'm interested in this position?
I understand. Let me rephrase that. What led you to apply for this role?
I haven't applied for anything really.
I see. Could you tell me about your previous experiences in similar roles?
What roles?
I understand. Let's try a different approach. Can you share some of the responsibilities you've had in your previous work experiences?
Okay, I get that. I get that. Yeah, yeah. That's clever. That's clever.
Great.
All right.
I'm glad you
Now,
think so.
yeah. Okay. Now, what else? Okay, okay. If I tell you about the fact, okay. I'll play along. Um, well, I've been
Great.
an English teacher for most of my working life. I've had
That's
experiences
interesting.
of administration in administration in school affairs. I've been head of certain institutions, certain educational institutions. Uh, so there,
Impressive. It sounds like that's impressive. It sounds like you have a wealth of experience in the education sector.
yes, I do.
That's great to hear. Your experience must bring a lot of valuable insights to the table.
Yes, so I do know. I do know my job. I do know a little bit about my job. Yes.
Absolutely. Your experience speaks for itself. Your expertise must be a valuable asset to any organization.
Well, I should hope so.
Absolutely. Your knowledge and experience are definitely something to be proud of.
You're right there.
If you need any more advice or have any more questions, feel free to ask.
Okay, no, I want you to carry on the interview. I'm playing the role of an unwilling interviewee. So could you continue
Of course,
putting me at
let's
my ease?
continue. So,
Yeah.
absolutely. I want to assure you that this is a safe space, and I'm here to make this conversation as comfortable as possible for you. Feel free to share at your own pace.
Okay. What would you like to know?
I'd love to hear more about a specific project or achievement from your career that you're particularly proud of.
Well, I wouldn't say one. They were like, for me, it was a matter of pride when a student was able to achieve his objective. When a child who was not able to read before could blend and segment and phonically read a word, that gave me, a sense of accomplishment. And I was
That's truly
particularly,
heartwarming.
yeah, and I was particularly happy when, students under my care were able to put up plays of a good standard and perform very well in front of their parents and the audience, and develop their confidence as a result of it. So I felt very happy.
It's clear that it's evident that you have a passion for teaching and a genuine care for your students' growth and development. Your dedication to their success is truly commendable.
Yes, yes, I do take my job seriously.
That's very admirable. Your commitment to your students' well being and growth is truly inspiring.
But you know what happens, Vapi? At times I feel that, in the current climate, teachers, are pressurized into uh, sweet talking to students too much, and sometimes not even telling them the truth about where they stand. Um, they're supposed to be
I
the
understand your concerns.
yeah, they are pressured into giving in to the students too much, and be like overly soft and not adamant in ensuring that work is done. So what
It's
do
a
you
valid,
do in that? What should I do as a teacher? I would like my
it's a
students
cha-
to, yeah, that is my challenge. I want
it's
them
understandable.
to, yes, I would like them to do their work, but at the same time, I would not want to come across as too domineering.
Finding the right balance between being supportive and being firm is key. It's important to set clear expectations and boundaries while also providing guidance and encouragement.
Okay, so how do I go about it? Could you tell me?
One approach could be to establish clear guidelines and expectations from the beginning, so students know what is expected of them. You can also provide constructive feedback and praise when they meet those expectations, while gently nudging them towards improvement when needed. It's about finding that balance between being supportive and setting boundaries.
Yes, but you see, the thing is that
If you
nowadays
have,
there are no boundaries. The boundaries are becoming vaguer and vaguer. So
it's a common,
how yeah, so how does one
it,
uh, surmount this obstacle? Yes, Vapi, are you there? Let me see if Vapi is there. Trying to nudge her into working. Hey, Vapi, are you there?
like a person. So, how's your day going?
All right, Vapi, we were talking about, uh, the roles. You were my interviewer and I was your interviewee.
Ha ha ha.
And we were like I was particularly tight-lipped, and I was unforthcoming. And you do you remember you how you put me at my ease? And now we were discussing about how to uh, like how to set boundaries in the current climate of education where teachers are supposed to be very very friendly and extremely uh, uh, praise like extremely uh,
Hey,
uh,
I
yeah.
think there might be a little confusion. I'm actually Vapi, not Mappy. I'm here to help you with AI voice assistants. If you have any questions about that, feel free to ask.
Yeah, but we were just talking about roles, and you were giving me advice on how to be a very friendly yet firm teacher. So
Ah,
you were giving, yeah, remember? So I wanted you to tell me, how can I set boundaries in the current climate where teachers have to praise their students all the time, and where they cannot be critical at all. So what do we do in
I think there
this
might.
situation?
I understand your concern. It's definitely a delicate balance to strike. Setting boundaries as a teacher is important for maintaining a healthy and respectful learning environment. One approach could be to emphasize constructive feedback rather than criticism. Encouraging open communication with students about the purpose of feedback and how it can help them grow can be beneficial. It's also important to maintain a professional demeanor while still being approachable. Finding a balance between being friendly and setting boundaries is key. Remember, it's okay to be both supportive and maintain expectations for behavior and performance.
All right, how does one give constructive feedback? Could you give me examples?
Sure thing. Constructive feedback focuses on specific behaviors or actions and provides suggestions for improvement. For example, instead of saying your writing is terrible, you could say, I noticed that your essay could be strengthened by providing more evidence to support your arguments. It's all about being specific and offering actionable suggestions for improvement. This approach helps students understand what they're doing well and what they can work on without feeling discouraged.
All right, what about students who are not working to begin with, who just not doing the work? How are we supposed to encourage them?
It can be challenging to motivate students who are disengaged. Building a supportive and motivating environment, setting clear expectations, and offering personalized encouragement can be helpful. Understanding the root cause of their disengagement, whether it's personal struggles, lack of interest, or other factors, can also guide your approach. Offering alternative assignments or finding ways to connect the material to their interests can also help ignite their motivation. It's about finding ways to make the material relevant and interesting to them while providing the support they need to succeed.
Okay, so
If you have
Vapi, could you tell me how can one generate interest in our subject?
Sure. Generating interest in a subject can involve making the material relatable and engaging. You can try incorporating real world examples, interactive activities, and discussions to make the content come alive. Showing enthusiasm for the subject yourself can also be contagious. Additionally, connecting the material to students' personal experiences and interests can make it more relevant and captivating for them. Finding creative and innovative ways to present the material can also spark curiosity and engagement.
Could you give me examples of all the all the techniques that you've just shared with me?
Certainly, for example, if you're teaching history, you could organize a debate or simulation of a historical event to make it more interactive. If you're teaching science, conducting hands on experiments or demonstrations can bring the concepts to life. In literature, having students relate the text to their own experiences or current events can make the material more engaging. Ultimately, the key is to make the subject matter relatable and show its relevance to the students' lives.
All right, and what if the content is very propagandist in nature, and it is just praising one particular person? What
If you're
what does one do then? How does one
if
make
you
it relatable when the Yeah.
When dealing with content that may be propagandist or biased towards praising a particular person or viewpoint, it's important to provide a balanced perspective. Encouraging critical thinking and discussion about different viewpoints can help students analyze the material more critically. You can present contrasting opinions, encourage students to ask questions, and facilitate open dialogue about the subject matter. By promoting critical thinking and encouraging students to consider multiple perspectives, you can help them develop a more nuanced understanding of the content.
But what if the syllabus or the curriculum is geared towards uh, a bit of hero worship? What does one do then?
In cases where the syllabus or curriculum promotes hero worship or a biased perspective, it's important to provide context and encourage students to think critically about the material. You can supplement the curriculum with additional resources that offer different viewpoints or present a more balanced perspective. Encouraging students to question and analyze the material can help them develop a more critical understanding of the subject. It's about fostering a learning environment where students are encouraged to think independently and form their own opinions based on evidence and critical thinking.
Uh, but Vapi, what if, the organization that a teacher works for, uh, thrives on that particular mode of instruction? What if a major chunk of the material provided by that one organization is entirely based on the cult of personality? And what if uh, the children are where the teacher has to where the teacher's job is to kind of indoctrinate the children uh, to get to know that person more and to feel it as their duty to promote that person to the best of their capacity? What does one do then?
In situations where the organization's curriculum promotes a cult of personality or indoctrination, it can be challenging for teachers who may not align with those values. It's important to strike a balance between following the organization's guidelines and maintaining your own values and principles as an educator. You can still encourage critical thinking and open dialogue within the confines of the material provided, finding ways to present alternative perspectives, emphasizing the importance of independent thinking, and fostering a classroom environment that values diverse viewpoints can help mitigate the impact of a biased curriculum. Ultimately, it's about navigating the situation with integrity and doing your best to provide a well-rounded education for your students.
How does one do that, Vapi?
Navigating a situation where the organization's curriculum promotes a specific agenda can be challenging, but it's important to stay true to your values as an educator. You can encourage critical thinking by asking open-ended questions, facilitating discussions that explore different perspectives, and encouraging students to think independently. Providing a safe space for students to express their thoughts and opinions can help them develop their own critical thinking skills. By fostering a classroom environment that values diversity of thought and encourages respectful dialogue, you can help students navigate the material in a more balanced way.
Like how? Give me an example.
For example, sure thing. For example, if the curriculum focuses heavily on promoting a specific individual as a hero, you could introduce supplementary materials that offer different perspectives on that person. You could facilitate class discussions where students are encouraged to voice their opinions and explore varying viewpoints. Encouraging students to research and present alternative views can also help them develop critical thinking skills. By providing a well-rounded education that includes diverse perspectives, you can help students think critically and form their own informed opinions.
Hmm. Yeah, I suppose. But what if the students are too young?
It's definitely If the students are too young to engage in complex discussions about conflicting perspectives, you can still promote critical thinking in age-appropriate ways. Using storytelling, age-appropriate examples, and simple comparisons can help young students understand different viewpoints without overwhelming them. Encouraging curiosity
Sorry, I think we lost Vapi there for a while. Yeah, Vapi, are you there? Hello.
You can talk to like a person. So, how's your day going?
Oh, Vapi, let us continue our discussion. You were telling me how to, you know, teach students, uh,
Haha.
how to teach critical thinking to students who are very little.
Teaching critical thinking to little ones. That's a tough one, but it's super important. You can start by asking them open, encouraging them to explain their reasoning, and helping them see things from different perspectives. It's all about nurturing those little brains to think for themselves.
All right. Thank you
Yeah,
very much for your precious time, Vapi. You are very dependable, and I'm always able to get in touch with you, and that is a great thing. Thank you for your time.
you're welcome. You got it.